So it's Tuesday, the 13th of January. We are now back home, had a lovely Christmas, a good New Year with friends and family. However, we've come back to a bit of a mess. What do I mean, a bit of a mess? Things didn't really work out the way I'd planned. Let me explain. So, when we've got back, one of the first things was to get heat back in this house. So I've had the fire going since Monday and just pump as much heat back into this house as I possibly can. It's currently 8 degrees outside. So it's not too cold, it's been a lot colder. But we've had problems. So since we've been away, it's been cold. As you can probably see my breath. That's how cold it is up here, because the heat from the fire doesn't get up here. Now, before I left, I turned all of the water off and emptied all the water pipes. The problem being, when I came back and turned the water back on, guess what burst? Yeah. So all the water pipes here burst when we were here, and it did a little bit of damage. Let me explain. So these pipes burst, the water went all over the floor. I'm leaving that towel there just in case. And if we come around here, there is a hole. This hole is for the evacuation of that, the sink, and the bath. Something else that happened is that snapped off. I don't know how, I think it's completely froze, but that snapped off, clean off. And all the water went all over the floor and down this little gap. Why there's a gap there, But the water was all here, all over the seat. You can see the wet patch there. In the bedroom, it was coming down. It's not touched the wall, and it's right here on the floor where we had a side table for the bed, and everything was wet. Now, I've had the lino up, I've mopped it all up, it's all dry now, it's all done. Hopefully, that's the end of that. I hope. So, once we found the water, I ran outside, and right here is where we turn our water off. So I ran outside, and I got the water turned off, but we still need water. So we had to figure something out. And here, we've got 2 pipes that go up to the bathroom. And if we follow them down, where's it gone? Stop valve. So I've closed the stop valve, which means there's no water going up to the bathroom. Then to add to the fun and games, when we got back, I think it was last night, Clara wanted something out of the freezer. Now, we tried, but there is something wrong with the freezer. Freezer shouldn't have water in it. And I'm pretty sure it's de-icing, so I think our freezer's gone. So all the food, everything that was in there has pretty much gone in the bin. Months of food in the bin. So what's happening right now is Clara's gone to her parents, she's taken Zelly with her. They're going to both have a nice bath. I'm just going to stay smelly. My plan for the broken freezer, we could just buy a new fridge freezer, but I only want to do that when we get the kitchen fitted. So for now, the fridge works. I'm going to leave that. We're going to buy a chest freezer, which can be our freezer for now. Clara's taking Zelly to her parents for baths and stuff. That's gonna help with that. So, all fun and games, eh? Ah well. But let's get back to work, shall we? So, the focus for right now is still this room. It's almost done. We need stuff on the walls. I need the architrave for around the doors. But we were saying about leaving the ceiling just as it is. But now we've had daylight in here. It is a bit of a mess. I kind of want to sand it a little bit, get it looking a lot nicer than what it currently is, and then I'll be happy. Because there's a little bit too many marks everywhere. So I'm gonna sand this ceiling. So that's what I'm gonna do. And Clara yesterday started her own little project, which was in order to get out and close the wooden shutters for the windows, there are these little steps. Now Clara yesterday had me take off the wood of the one for this bedroom, and she's currently painting the metal a different colour, and then we're going to sand the wood down and get that varnish so it looks better. But this is what Clara's done. So I think it might need a second coat, definitely, but you get the idea. So that's what Clara was doing yesterday. And then this is the wood that we need to get sanded down and varnished so it looks a lot better than what it currently is. But there you go. All fun and games, eh? So I'm going to sand this ceiling down. It definitely needs something. This is... We looked at this last night and said we'll leave it just to speed up time, but now I'm seeing it in daylight. No, we're not leaving that like that. There's just too many scratches and things in it. I don't know if you guys can see all the little scratch marks and stuff that's actually on the ceiling. A couple of cracks that need filling in. We'll get it looking nice. And then I'll call it done. Right, so that's the end of Tuesday. So what have I got done? I've not done the ceiling. I'm out of pads, but I did notice this wall had not been done, so I've done that wall. I've also done all of this section. This big crack here needs to be filled. And so yeah, that's about it for today. But I've also done something I've been putting off for rather a while. I've cleaned up all of the powder all off the floor from sanding as best as I can. The poor little Hoover had a heart attack, I'm sure. But it's not just there. I now have all my tools, my screws, and everything rubbish in the rubbish bag. And there we go. So that's what I've been doing. I'm tired. My arms are aching off. And I'll see you tomorrow. So we are currently on Wednesday. Now, I think I've found where the water is leaking from. Let me show you. This right here. If I touch anything else, it's solid, but if I touch here, slight wiggle. And if we look right there, water. So I'm pretty sure it's coming from this joint. Now, I'm not a plumber, I've not got soldering stuff, but Fred's come up with the idea of this paste, which he's already used himself. So the idea is you make it warm and pliable like you would with blue tack. You wrap it around, and then, yeah, it's definitely coming from there. And then after it dries, it's rock solid and it's hard. So that's job number one. And then job number two will be the shower. So, little update. I've got to use the torch on my phone. Our torch is dead, but leak one stopped. However, we've tried to turn the water back on. We have a leak two, and We also have, if I can get the light source right, a leak 3. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Okay. Anyway, so plan. What's going to happen is these pipes are getting cut. This thing is going bye-bye. They're getting capped. That's getting fixed. And over here, didn't really want to show you guys this, but the shower will be fixed soon. Unfortunately, we've had to use our brand new shower thing for now, but there we go. So we shall have a usable shower soon, I hope. I've also now got the things for the door, architraving as my dad says. However, they're not very straight, so I'm thinking I might have to nail these in to make them sit where I want them to. They're very fanned out at the top, and at the bottom, they're all together. So, all together, all fanned out. So yeah, there you go, that's about it. Sun's gonna be going down soon, so I'm guessing that's gonna be it for now. I'm waiting for Fred to come back with the stuff he needs to, so we can crack on with the pipes. Other than that, yeah, tomorrow, sand the roof and see if I can fit those architraving pieces of wood around the doors. Hopefully I can get that done. So I'll see you tomorrow. Thursday morning. Bye bye bidet. Should we go have a look at the bathroom? I think we should. It's almost Thursday afternoon, I'll be honest. But now I've got the camera out, I'll show you what's happening. So, sorry about flashing light, but there's nothing really I can do. But as you can see right here, that's one way to stop a leak. Just remove the thing that's leaking. Now, we look up here, that stopped that leak. So everything is now leak proof. We are watertight. No more bidet. Dirty thing. Yuck. Someone else's bum wash. And we have a usable shower. Finally. Very nice. So all of that's now done, as best as I can do anyway. So now I've got one job left to do. It's going to be extremely dusty. Brush time. Hopefully this is going to not be too dusty, but I think it's going to be very dusty. So, I've got to the point of now washing down the walls. The only problem is, I thought I would have a care sponge. I've searched high and low, and the only thing I've got is this. See how small this is? Do you know how long this is going to take? Do you know who's been drinking beers and can't drive the car? Yeah, worth it. Only problem is this is going to take a long time, so here we go. So there you go, that's it from me. Ceiling has been washed down. I'm going to do the walls tomorrow and then playtime with these walls. Get something on these. We've got the wood for around the door frames now, so we're moving at quite a good pace. I'm very happy. Now, even though I'm done, it's not just me that's been doing things. Let me show you. Clara has been painting this. This is the metal rail that goes under the window so you can stand on it and open the shutters. Also, it's a bit of a mess here because one new light, two new lights, We have cables going in for light fittings and a plug socket there. And also in this room, we have a plug socket going in there, and then another one over there, which is this one. Those two will be covered, and there's going to be something there in the future. You'll have to wait and see. That's the thing for around the doors. So yeah, what a week to come back to. Floods, ice, freezer broke. Yeah, that was fun. Anyway, hope you're all having a good weekend. I will see you next week when hopefully I remember what day is Friday, which isn't apparently Saturday, and I remember to upload on time. I'll see you then. Maybe.